Hey, what's going on, Beowulf Nation? It's on Beowulf back at it with another YouTube video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Existing subscribers, hit the bell notification. You get notified as soon as a video is uploaded. Also, to check out the Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. Check out the I Am Beowulf merch at BeowulfNation.com. Also, giving away free $25 with cryptocurrency from crypto.com. Link is in the description. When you sign up, we each get free $25 in cryptocurrency each while you sign up for that. This is a pretty wild video. So a lot of people want to be aware. I got two retired K9 Crown Ford Crown Vic Victoria K9 police interceptors. I got two of them. Got a killer deal on them. I love those cars to death. I've owned a lot of cars. I personally tell you, I think the Crown Vic's one of the best cars I've ever owned. And I've owned like super expensive cars. I prefer not always the fastest car, the most dependable car. It is definitely awesome for transporting my dogs around. Really good on gas mileage, especially with the gas prices right now. Thing runs on regular, and it's like almost $50 to fill that. I couldn't even imagine if you're with a car that's consuming tons of fuel and paying premium for fuel would be putting holes in your pocket. So, also too, with the chip shortage going on, a lot of people are aware, cars are overpriced, next to impossible to get. And when I saw this scrolling through my Instagram today, I'm like, holy cow, this is really hard to believe. In my whole lifetime, I never would have think this is what the future is going on. And what this whole article is going to talk about is police departments can't get cars right now. And when this article says that ones that they waited a year, they still haven't gotten, and it's from Ford, GM, and Dodge. They can't get cars, and they can't get cars going into 2022. And what they're doing is snatching up all the retired Ford Crown Vic police interceptors and then fully restoring them and putting them back into the service. It's kind of one of those things. I personally, you talk to any police officer, they'll tell you the Ford Crown Vic police interceptor is the best car they've ever been in. The new stuff, they have tons of issues, not a lot of room, too much electronics. It's the same when you look at the military. You know, majority of the times when you see National Guard, they're driving on old Humvees. Some of them are very old, and there's not a lot of bells and whistles with it. The problem is when you put all those bells and whistles in a car or an SUV that's running continuous all day long, every single day, issues happen, and then when components are a shortage, then you got a bunch of cars that can't do anything. When the Crown Vic is basically the king of police cars. And the reality is they should have never deleted making the car. They should have kept making them, and because of the requirements on miles per gallon is why they stopped making them. But it's one of those things, it's a big mistake. I'm glad I got the cars, because now, knowing what's going on, these cars are going to skyrocket in price, and they're going to get even harder to find good ones, because these police departments are going to be snatching them up because they need police cars. So it says the title of this video, Zombie Cop Cars, Police Apparently Forced to Retire Crown Vics Due to Chip Shortage. The beloved Panther-platformed cruiser rises from the dead for this Louisiana police department. And there's this picture of this Crown Vic that's like, it is in terrible shape. Like, if this is what's available, it's kind of scary, because I got pretty clean ones. And yeah, this one's in this picture. This is crazy. It says here, Louisiana police force will apparently be forced to unretire some of their older cop cars since the chip shortage is keeping new cruisers from being added to its fleet. We're going to say it. The jokes, the Slidell Police Department posted on Facebook about the rundown Ford Crown Vics rising from the dead, accompanied by an image of a moss-covered Vic, have us wondering just how serious they are. Maybe they just wanted us to subscribe to their social media, ? But the New Orleans, Louisiana-based WDSU News Channel 6 apparently followed up on the story and quoted Slidell PD's public information officer, Daniel Seuzeneau, as confirming, yes, Slidell police had orders in for new cop cars from Chevy, Ford, and Dodge that haven't been filled in over a year, and that none of the auto manufacturers will take orders for 2022 cruisers either. The Force's Facebook post blames the new cruisers' delayed delivery on ongoing microchip shortage, with General Motors CEO Mary Barra recently said she doesn't expect the industry to see a relief from until late 2022, which all makes it sound like, yeah, these zombie cop cars might actually be a thing. The Panther-platformed cruisers, which at the end of the model's lifespan in 2011 were built in St. Thompson, Ontario, were beloved by many patrol units across North America. We accept at least a few officers in Slidell won't complain about getting behind the wheel of their familiar Crown Vics again. This is just crazy. It's hard to believe that this is actually going on, but it's the facts. It's pretty wild that these cars have served a very long time, that they're coming out of retirement. And the thing is, a lot of these cars, this article is misleading because a lot of these departments put all these cars up to auction that they don't sit on them like they're in a warehouse going. They'll have to actually hunt down and find these cars. I can guarantee you no police department has these just sitting around thinking one day we're going to use them. But hey, the military does the exact same thing. The Air Force, they had the Nighthawk that they retired, but they had it where it's stored where they could put it back into service, and they actually did put it in service without telling people about it because they needed it again when it was, in retirement. It comes back in. The military does it all the time with vehicles. It should have been like this for the police departments, because when you have, if they don't have cars, they can't serve and patrol and do what they need to do. And it's pretty crazy that police cars are in a shortage to get. And it will show now in the future that police auctions are going to get very hard to find anything. A lot of times these auctions sell cars. Now all cars are way overpriced to what they are valued. But it's even going to be harder than ever. And it's going to be harder than ever for police departments to probably find the Ford Crown Vics. The good news is anybody who's been sitting on a bunch of police equipment from when they've taken out of police Crown Vics over the years, they've definitely got a way of selling that equipment now because the police departments need it again. It's very hard to believe a car that's not being built in 2011, and we're going in 11 years later, pretty soon, that they need it back. It's hard to believe, but it's a reality. So definitely, if you're in the market to get one of these Ford Crown Vic police interceptors P71, you better get on it now and start buying them, because these are going to become hot items when it might be police departments paying a pretty dime. It's actually interesting because in Anaheim, I was seeing some of these police interceptor Crown Vics for sale that were not had any police equipment, and they were selling right around the mileage of the cars I got, and they're selling for like $15,000-$20,000, and I'm like, oh man, these must be hot. The reality is probably why those are selling for those prices, because they already know that police departments need to get these, and they're reselling them almost close to what they were new, and then they got tons of mileage on them. It's actually pretty wild, and now it all makes sense, because when I saw that site, I'm like, why is this stuff so expensive? And now it makes sense, is because police departments are in need of getting these again. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Existing subscribers, hit the bell notification. Comment about them. Do you own a retired police Crown Vic? Are you an active or retired police officer that drove a Crown Vic police interceptor? Put down your experience of riding one. I'm always curious to see this. Check out the Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. Also, too, check out the I Am Beowulf merch at BeowulfNation.com. Check out the free $25 in cryptocurrency on Crypto.com. When you sign up, we each get $25 for free. Get your feet wet into cryptocurrency. Be driven to win. Remember, every day is Earth Day. Stay mighty and keep strong.